Welcome to this week's stream. Today I'm gonna work on a few images from the Arnold Arboretum. Some of these are from last year, others will be from this year, but I want to edit a few images, so let's go. Hope you all are having a good day. It's a little cold now in New England, but okay. Anyway, let's get started. So we have these flowers here. Let's start. It's a little noisy. It was shot at ISO 400. We can clean it up a little bit first. Let's do clean. Not too much, it's not too bad, but we are gonna bring out increase the exposure, so let's see the green areas. Oh, this is cleaned up quite nicely. I think 30, around 30 was gonna be good. Let's clean. If you are familiar with the denoise option in Lightroom, it creates a DNG file after it denoises, but it keeps your original file as well. So if you want to go back, you can always do. Okay, let's see. Oh wow, this is very, very clean. Okay, that's good. Let's go see. Let's see what the auto does. Okay, interesting. Let's reset. Not transform, sorry. Lens corrections. And let's see what the adaptive preset will do. I think it's not that dissimilar from the auto, but I think it's a little too much. I'll get something like that, yeah. And we'll bring out things that we are interested in ourselves. Okay, I think that's a decent start. Let's start with let's really kind of bring out the flowers a little bit. So let's add a bunch of texture, some clarity, maybe some dehaze. I think I want to bring the highlights down a little bit. We might add some light afterwards. Oh, that's pretty good. Maybe warm it up a little bit. Let's see what it does. Interesting. I actually like it a little bit colder. We might want to warm up a little bit in a second by bringing some light here. So okay, I want to darken this area a little bit. I think this flower is a tiny bit bright. I want to bring it down. Just like that. Okay, so now let's create a kind of vignette. Go to this mask, duplicate and invert. And then let's make it smaller. So it's inverted, so everything that's outside these circles is going to be affected. Let's kind of bring down the exposure quite a bit, maybe even add a linear gradient here. Okay, I think maybe bring out the shadows just a tiny bit so it's not all clipped. Where are we clipping? Ah, here, okay. Okay, this looks quite good actually. Let's see, not a huge amount we need to do to this image. Let's see what's going on if we play a little bit with the color mixer. So HSL, let's go to luminance. Let's see what yellows. Okay. So maybe we want to kind of darken the greens a little bit. Maybe brighten the yellows just a tiny bit. Let's see the reds. Okay. And then, okay, the reds are really, need to be careful. Okay. So let's add some saturations in the oranges. Okay. Let's go back to the mask. Let's do the mask that we had for the vignette. Maybe cool it down even a little more. And then let's see if we can add some kind of directional light, right? Let's do radial gradient. So light is obviously coming here. Add a little bit negative dehaze. Let's bring it back to the size. Bring up the whites a little bit brighter, and then a little bit of a temperature warmer. Okay, so let's see, before and after. Before, after. Okay, that's pretty good, but I want to kind of reduce it in the dark. So let's intersect it with the luminance range, and then let's show overlay. I don't want the darker tones to be affected. I want to kind of have only the brighter areas be affected. Okay, so let's see. Before, let's not. Before, sorry, before, after. Okay, or maybe reduce the amount a little bit. Let's see if we can do just a tiny bit of let's go to the basic panel and see whites. It's also okay. Let's do a little bit of kind of dodging and burning. So let's bring down the blacks, bring down the exposure a little bit, and this area, just darken it a tiny bit. Okay, I want to go to the saturation and reduce the, I have a feeling that the reds are kind of clipping. Let's see, let's go back to HSL and then reduce the reds just a tiny bit. Okay, so now let's maybe add some brush here, increase the whites a little bit and increase the warmth a little bit. So do here. And we'll bring down the highlights a little bit, like maybe increase contrast. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty nice actually. do we need anything else? So let's do before and after. Okay, I actually like the reds a slightly bit darker. Okay, let's see if we can do that. Let's go back to the HSL, go to luminance, and bring down the reds. Okay, yeah, that's nice. And then maybe go to our central mask, and then just increase overall exposure here. Okay. I think that's about it. Let's look at before and after again. Let me turn off the sun. No, actually it works nice. But I definitely want... Let me see if I can... maybe darken this area a little bit. Yeah, okay. And then maybe... Yeah. Yeah, okay. I like it. It's a little bit of dodging and burning. Okay. I think this looks, let's see, before and after. Yeah, I think it's quite nice. Let's see if we want to do a Norton effect and see if what it does. Let's open Edit in Photoshop. Let's duplicate this layer. Apply Gaussian blur, 33 radius, which is my megapixel count. Then lighten. Add a brightness and contrast layer tied to the blurred layer underneath. About 20 on the brighter and about 80 on the contrast. Okay, let's see. With this is before, this is after. Maybe even less opacity. Let's see if we will use soft light instead. No, don't like soft light. Let's see overlay. It's actually interesting. What if it was lighten? Maybe let's brush it off a little bit. Looks good. Okay, we're done with this one. Not a huge amount needed to be done. It's a nice shot. Let's go back. Let's maybe do this one. Also, not a huge amount is going to be need to be done. I will need to kind of remove this at the end. This is annoying. Let's see. So let's see what the adaptive preset will suggest us. Whoa, very bright. Think too much. Actually, don't like it, sorry. No, let's not do this. Let's go back to Adobe Color, maybe Auto. This one is also. Fine, let's do adaptive, but let's lower this to like 40%. Okay. Okay. Let's see, do we need... No, don't need... maybe a little bit denoise. Let's do denoise. Maybe I should have done the denoise before applying the profile. Now it's taking a bit of time. So while the denoise is doing its work, next week on the live stream, I'm gonna look at how Gemini and ChatGPT can help me edit my images. So it's gonna be a slightly different live stream. But so if you're interested, join me. Also check out my other editing videos. If you find my stuff helpful, check out my other videos. Okay, finally. Okay, let's see. Let's go to basic. Let's see if we can take the temperature down a little bit. Okay, maybe a little bit. And then let's go to color mixer and see what happens. Okay. Okay, so I want to actually... Interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can add... Let's add some brightness here. Maybe we use the highlights a little bit. Not gonna add contrast. So, okay, maybe I'll add a little bit of warmth, but then I will cool down the entire image. Let's see. Add quite a bit of texture, some clarity and some dehaze. Okay. Let's see. Whites. If we do whites. If we do whites in the basic, let's see if we get... Okay. So let's do duplicate and invert. Make it... Okay. So what we are gonna do, let's go to color mixer, sorry, to color grading, to midtones, and see if we can brighten up the... Oh no, actually I don't want tone curve. Let's go to our central area, mask, and create maybe medium contrast. Yes, well, let's bring it down a little bit. Okay. Yep. Let's see if we can maybe dodge and burn a little bit. So bring out the whites, temperature, and increase highlights a little bit. So Okay. Then bring down the blacks, cool it down a little bit. Let's try to increase contrast here. Before, after. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's go to Photoshop, remove that corner, and also add some, maybe some orton. Okay, so we are in Photoshop. Let's duplicate the layer. Let's first remove that thing. Remove tool. Okay, now duplicate layer again. Apply filter, Gaussian blur. lighten. Brightness and contrast tied to the layer. Pretty good. I would reduce it. Okay. And maybe remove it a little bit over here. Yeah, looks pretty good. Let's see one thing. Let's do a create virtual copy. I want to see how the crop would look like if I just cropped this area. That looks pretty good too. Maybe add a little bit of contrast. Not bad, actually. I like it. It's a small one, but how about let's do another crop. No, don't like this one. Out of these two though, both are kind of nice. Okay, but let me go back to Photoshop with this one. Okay, I need to copy. So I reduced the brightness, but I just want to reduce the brightness a little bit here. And then maybe also okay. I think it's good. Last one is pretty good. Okay. Let's go this one. Yeah, not a huge difference, but let's do one more. What do we want to do? Maybe this one. Okay. Go develop. Let's do the noise first this time, so it doesn't. Let's go to adaptive preset, see what it suggests. Definitely very bright. Let me see if I can darken the background a little bit. Let's see if I do subject, what it does. No, pretty good. Chose the subject quite well. Let's duplicate and invert, and then darken it a little bit. That's nice. Okay, so now I want to actually darken this area as well a little bit. Let's see about color mixer. Yeah, not much green. I actually want to bring down the reds. What about magenta? Yeah, there's a bunch of magenta. Okay, so you want to add some saturation in magenta, reds, yellows, and oranges, definitely. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I go to basic and reduce it. No. Okay. Let's go to subject. Let's see, dehaze, clarity, quite a bit of texture. But now I want to bring up the whites. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. I want to... Yeah, because the texture, I don't want the unsharp areas to try to bring texture. I actually want, let's see if I can bring texture in areas where I want to. Like these guys. Okay, let's see if we can... Let's subtract luminance range. And also subtract this. Okay, let's see. Duplicate mask. Okay. Okay. Ooh, not too much. One brush, but I want 25% opacity. Okay. Okay, let's do a little bit of a vignette. And I think we are mostly done. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can, if we get any interesting Orton effect with this one. Gaussian blur again, lighten, reduce the opacity. Let's remove a little bit. Okay. Also want to see if I can crop it to more square or something like that. Let's see. Okay, so this is edited. Let's create virtual copy and see if we can crop this. That's one-to-one. No, definitely not the one-to-one. Don't know if I like it more. Let's see. Side by side. It's not bad. Gives more focus to these guys. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for today.